Okay, let's start from the beginning. Have you ever come across a channel? This channel is brand new, you know, they have like one video up, and you watch the video because YouTube recommended it to you, and then you move on. You come back a few weeks later, maybe a couple, and you're getting suggested another video this person has put up, but you're blown away at the number of subscribers they picked up in those few days. You know, it's like this one video blows up and the channel gets to like 1,000 subscribers, maybe more, 2,000, and the views are like in hundreds of thousands of views, and it gets you wondering, why? How come this person who's just joined gets this amount of views, this amount of subscribers? Why would this channel like blow up from day one? And yet there's other channels that are struggling. They've been at the game for years, you know, but they're not even monetized. You land on another channel, it has over 200 videos. Each video is getting like, I don't know, 12 views, 5 views, 10 views. And they're trying their best. They're struggling, they're trying to make their lives better, you know. Because at the end of the day, we put up this content for, well, I don't know about everyone, but most of us are like, we want to make our lives better. We'd like to grow and get paid, you know, get a better life, move out of these tiny rooms, you know, rentals, have our own houses. But the system doesn't favor everyone. It's not being fair at some point, because why do some channels blow up from day one and then others don't? Why do some have to do it for years, ages, and then yet others just seem to be, to them it's a breeze. They'll blow up and then the next video they put out and they are surprised as well. They're like, I didn't expect this, you know, tons of views. To be honest, I kind of given up on my channel because I tried so hard. I mean, I thought YouTube was my way out. I thought I would make it within a few months, because that's what those channels that talk about you succeeding on YouTube, they say that you're one video away. I don't know. I think if you ever wanted to research about YouTube, you have these channels in your timeline. They make it seem so simple. They talk about being authentic. I tried being authentic, but I'm telling you, it's not for everyone. It's like the guys behind YouTube are like always manipulating. I think it's like there's this guy sitting behind, and okay, I know they have thousands of employees, but they see this one video and it works for them, you know, and they'll make it go viral, you know, because I think they have the ability to do that. It's not just the algorithm. I think on top of the algorithm, there are humans behind this, or who will find one piece of content, you know, that works for them, that they like, and what they like may not necessarily work for others, you know, for the general public. So this is more like a personal view. So I think, I don't know, there's somebody behind the wheel, some people behind the wheel. So if you get lucky and your video lands on somebody who likes it, you definitely blow up. But these people claim that they've studied the algorithm, they can beat it, you know. They prove that it's not luck. I don't think that's the case, honestly. It's luck, you know. Your video landing on the right person at the right time. They will push it through their systems. I'm wondering if this music is too loud, but I like the background music. It's my thing. So so the question is, does YouTube favor certain kind of content? I think when I say YouTube, I think YouTube has nothing to do with it, but the employees, the people behind it, the people pushing some videos, you know. Others catch on, yet most of them don't. Pure luck. Is it the click-through rate? Yeah, maybe. That's where the algorithm comes in. It will see the click-through rate, but to be honest, you can't make something that, you know, works for everyone. People have different tastes. People like different things. You know, I might wake up enjoying YouTube channels talking about tiny houses, and then the next day I'm like, I prefer earthships, you know. So I'll stop watching these channels with tiny houses, then I'll prefer earthships over that. So I don't know. It's different for everyone, and what we like, what we want keeps on changing. Then some channels, I think why they blow up is that they are catering for hungry audiences, you know. But how do you reach that hungry audience? Your videos may as well be fit for the hungry audience, but if you're new and your channel isn't, your videos aren't landing on the right places, they won't be shown to the hungry audience. You see? How do you get it in front of the hungry audience? That goes back again to the people behind the YouTube. I think they know what to do. It's just that they prefer some people, some videos over the others. Maybe it's because of the accent. I don't know. Does that have to play the part? Do they favor people from certain regions of the world? But then again, when I think about it, I don't think it's that, because I've seen this Chinese guy who can barely speak English, but his channel is doing really good. His first video got like 100 million views over a period of 1 week. Yet he can barely pronounce certain words. He's from China. Then there's so-called YouTube gurus. They talk about experience, you know. You might think because they are experienced, that's why they know what the right things to do, the right things to say. But I don't think it's that. Experience has nothing to do with blowing up, you know. You might be experienced. However, there's a theory that if you have a certain channel, because you can have multiple channels on the platform, if you have a certain channel that's doing very well, your other channels will like pick favor, from that successful channel. And that may be right to some extent. I think some people start new channels, they blow up just because they have other successful channels. I think that is true to some extent, because it is easier. YouTube knows you have multiple channels, so if one is doing great, you automatically have to push out the other one also to be great as well, because it knows that people already love what you do. But the initial, boost, you get that because you're already successful. Then what about the ones who are just starting out from scratch? How is that going to help them? Why? It doesn't. They are disadvantaged. Then you may say that having the right video at the right time just hit for unpredictable reasons. Yeah, it's true. Putting out the right video at the right time when people are searching for that exact content. But those are just spikes, and even if you hit monetization with that strategy, I don't think you're gonna survive much. You're gonna make much after that, because once the hype dies down, then what happens? People are no longer gonna watch you. So I think I wouldn't want to be like that. I want people to watch for the right reasons, Yeah. So the other reason I can think about is I think shout outs, collaborations, because it happens to me as well. I might watch a channel just because I saw this guy from another channel I loved, and because of the collaboration, yep, I'm thrown straight to a new channel, something I've never watched. So, but then what about the rest of us, the ones who don't have an opportunity to collaborate with anyone? Slow grind versus instant success. I think long-term consistency beats short-term hype. I don't know, with these videos, the ones who blow up from day one, I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. But does slow growth mean failure? Yeah. Honestly, if I think about it, we do this to make it as soon as possible, but the longer it takes, the more you lose hope. You're no longer feeling it. You end up giving up. Because why do you stick to something that doesn't show results? Most of us aren't going to keep up for that long. And to be honest, I had given up on this channel. It was just until I watched another person blow up. His name is Kirk Talks, the YouTube channel. It's crazy. The guy was down, miserable like I am. I watched his video because I related to him a lot. Things weren't working out. Struggling, with life. It's not bad love, but struggling, surviving. Just like I am. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the end of this year, because of the way things are going, but we do try all means. including starting videos, sharing YouTube videos with the hope of making it. But the system is just not for everyone. So I want to end my rant here, and if you think if you'd like to help me out, grow, you can subscribe, maybe comment. I'm going to give you a word, just to help the algorithm. Maybe this video will be it. Maybe this is the video that will take me to another level, so just comment why if you watch till the end. Just comment why, and see you next time with an update. If this video ever makes it, I'll tell you what I plan if I ever make it on YouTube. My next move, the house I would like to build, the kind of land I would like to, what I will do in my life in the next years. So this is what I'll be about. I'll be sharing. Bye.